Nothing is personal. Often case, we get offended easily because we perceive things as personal. He did that because he doesn't love me. Or she's prettier than me, that means I'm ugly. We are the center of our universe, but it doesn't mean everything says something about us. Let me give you two opposing examples. One would be, usually when a guy tells a girl, I love you, she melts. Why? Because she thinks she means the world to him. I'm exaggerating here. But if you think about it logically, he can say, I love oranges, I love chocolate, I love golfing, and I love you. Does the orange or the chocolate feel like they're in heaven because they got a compliment? No. When somebody says, I love you, it is basically a statement about their preferences. It doesn't mean you are gold. It means they love chocolate and oranges and you. So this is one direction of personal. The other will be, if I tell you you're a bitch or you're an asshole, this is not personal either. All it means is that at this very moment, I'm very angry at you. So I'm calling you names. But it doesn't mean you are these names. It is always saying something about the person who said that, both for good and for bad. And if you really think about it and you take it this way, life is so much easier. It's amazing. You won't get offended as easily. You won't get triggered. You won't feel devalued. Everything changes. So, the reason we do take things personally is because as children, we perceived us as the center of the universe. So everything happens because of us. Let's say my parents divorced. This is my fault. My father is in a bad mood. This is my fault as well. If I'm the causation of everything, then usually it will go for a bad thing like my fault, then everything is about me. So this is a very childlike approach to life. When you think you are the center and everybody's revolving around you. But usually as we grow older, we start socializing, we realize other people are different, they have their opinions, they have their views, their preferences, and that doesn't usually negate our own opinions and preferences. So instead of getting offended by their opinions of you, or their preferences are different than yours, take it personally, he doesn't love me, he doesn't go to the movies with me, that means he doesn't love me. No, he likes watching sport on TV, he doesn't want to go to the theater. That's all it means. So, if you start thinking about other people as the center of their own world, you won't get offended when they're not leaning towards your tendencies or the things you love. It doesn't mean anything about you. It only means things about them. They prefer whole wheat. You prefer white. Does that mean they don't care about you? No. Let's go even farther. Maybe for you, one of the signs that they love you is that they text you every hour, or they keep reporting what they do every minute of the day. Maybe that's how you feel connected. But for them, they're doing their thing. And when they're with you, they're 100% with you. But when they're away, they're 100% with the thing they're doing, whether they're playing sports or watching something or reading. So they don't not love you. They're just doing other things. So if we don't take things personally, other people's behavior won't irritate us because they won't be interpreted as if they are against us. See the logic there? The fact that somebody likes or dislikes something doesn't mean it's against me. Nothing is personal, not the good things and not the bad things. Everybody is their own individual, their own person. So next time, when you get triggered and you start, perceiving things in another way, just ask yourself. It's an interesting trick. Would that person do it to others as well? And how would they perceive that? Let's say your boyfriend texts only once a day. My trick is to take 10 ladies, 10 different girls, let's say around the same age, something similar, and introduce to them, I'm talking virtually, I'm not actually doing this, introduce them this idea. He only texts me once a day. If most of them will be upset, that means there's a norm that the guy is not following. So that's the right time to communicate. That's what I want, that's what I need. If most of them say, that's fine with me, that means you are oversensitive and you have your issues, usually around abandonment and that kind of stuff. So we're not gonna yell at him. Another idea, let's say you suspect the partner is a bit, let's say they're disrespectful. They're being late to meet with you or to do as they said. And you perceive this as disrespect. So I have another trick called send them to the island. Imagine the same person that angers you or hurts you. We put him by themselves on an island and we see the way they would function. Let's say, will this person be on time? Will they achieve their goals? Will they keep their word? Often case they won't. That's how you know that it's not about you. He's not doing this to annoy you or to disrespect you. It is just the way they live. That's the way they are. That's how they do things in the world. Let's take another example. Imagine somebody doesn't have patience or they don't follow through. Let's say the patience example. If we put them in an island, they will cast some, rods in the water. And then 5 minutes later, they didn't catch anything, they're going to leave it. And they're going to start building a shelter. And they don't have patience. So they'll say, forget, I'll just sleep in a cave. So you can see their behavior has nothing to do with you. That's who they are. Even on an island, there's nobody to blame, nobody to interact with. Send them to the island so you can learn who they are. So after we bring them back from the island, you know which of their behaviors we need to discuss with them. This is unacceptable. This is not what I need, or this is something I do not need. But a lot of the judgments and the hurts and the pain will go away with these two exercises. One, take 10 different ladies or 10 different guys and introduce the behavior of the partner. Or send the person, it might be a parent or a best friend, send them to the island so you can isolate their behavior and really make a decision whether that's the way they treat you. Let's say they're nice to everybody else, but they treat you like shit. That requires some attention and some work. But if they're disrespectful to everybody, then you should not get hurt because it's not personal. Most of the stuff we get hurt and angered by is things that we perceive as personal, but they're not. So if you only take a deep breath and really think about it and feel it, you will see that life can be so much easier when we don't take things personally. If you like this video, comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.